Welcome back, loves. So today we're doing a Killua X listener. However, it is its own, so it's a one shot. But without further ado, let's get into the video, yeah? Killua, your best friend since you were born, suddenly, out of the blue, said, "Lion, let's run away." What? You thought the idea was crazy, but yet here you were, packing your things, getting ready to run away from your destinies together. Maybe I should start from the beginning. I'll start here. Killua was the heir of the Zoldyck family, a family of assassins, and you were as well, sort of. You had been with the Zoldyck family since your mother passed. The Zoldyck family are known to show no mercy, but your mother had been a loyal servant to them all those years, that when she died having you, Kyoko, Killua's mom, had taken pity and decided to care for you, as she had too given birth. She felt it was her duty as a woman to woman and as a friend of your mother's to do so. In doing this, you and Killua basically grew up with each other, and being only a few months apart, you two were extremely close. The white-haired boy was like a twin you never asked for, but always wanted. Even though you were truly an only child, the Zoldyck family treated you as one of their own. And so you not only became more than friends, but you became an assassin as well. Training with Killua, fighting with him, and even going through the torture methods that they had bestowed upon Killua. Whatever he went through, you did as well, and whatever you went through, he went through too. You two were really just one of a kind, bundled together by an unknown source, and though you were taught that friends were useless, and you had no need for them, you couldn't help but wonder that if Killua was not your friend, what was he to you? He was certainly not your brother. No, he had enough siblings. He definitely did not treat you as such, which in your opinion was a compliment. It was around your 12th birthday that Killua made such a big announcement, to you only, but still a big one. His 12th had recently passed, and you were getting ready to celebrate with the woman you called mother, Kyoko. The day before, he burst into your chambers and sat you down. With the most serious look he had ever shown your way, he whispered, "Let's run away." Now, those three words echoed in your ear on replay as if a madman was talking gibberish. "Sure," you said without hesitation, which seemed to catch Killua off by surprise. You wondered why, when he was the one who had suggested the preposterous idea in the first place. "I did not expect you to agree so suddenly. I thought I'll go anywhere you go," you protested. He gave a knowing smile, as if he didn't already expect you to say something like that. It was true. You'd follow him anywhere, even if it meant to the depths of hell, or on the run from the most feared people in the world. "Okay, pack some clothes and meet me in the hall at midnight. Be quiet, though. I'm an assassin, Killua. I'm the quietest there is," you said with reassurance, knowing that this decision must have been hard for him to make, and not that it wasn't for you, because you were extremely close to Kyoko. You hated betraying her, but you had to admit, you had always wanted to see the outside world with your, well, whatever Killua was to you. So now, we return to where you are now, packing your things in a rush to beat bedtime hours. Just as you heard the footsteps and the job to your door twist open, you hid your items and threw yourself under the sheets of your bed. You grabbed a book to look like you were doing something educational, though your heart was beating faster than Killua was at killing. Just as your head turned to face the door, it was greeted by Kyoko, her smile. "Lights out!" she exclaimed. "Right," you said, trying to sound calm and peaceful, all the things you were not feeling at this very moment. She smiled as you shut your book and placed it back on the small wooden table beside you. "Thanks, Mom." "No problem, sweetie." She then turned the lights off and slid your door shut. You breathed a sigh of relief as you grabbed the flashlight from under your pillow and started reading to pass the time. When the father clock sounded, you knew it was time. It was midnight and time to execute your plan. You silently slid on an oversized hoodie and some stockings and shoes. You grabbed your bag from under your bed and tiptoed out, slightly shutting the door behind you. "Killua," you whispered, looking for him. "Over here," he whispered back. Your eyes caught the back of his hand peeping out of a window. "Is this your plan?" you asked. "We mustn't waste time," he said, and he jumped. He ran all the way to the front gates, you not far behind. There you stood before the giant gates. You turned back to face what you had only ever seen of the world, and then back at Killua, who was grinning, ready to see the world. He asked. You took a deep gulp and nodded. Before though, I think there's something you should know. You tilted your head in confusion. I thought we were supposed to be acting fast. Are you sure it can't wait? You asked the cat-like boy. He shook his head. If I tell you later, you might regret coming with me. I could never, you said in all seriousness, because that's the way he started talking. I fancy you, and not in the way you think, Wyan. I mean, I'm deeply in love with you, and I know that we're just kids, but if that's so, then why have we been told our whole lives that we are destined for something more? I believe we are, and I believe that does not just reside in this household. There is so much more to see, and with you, would make this journey much more exceptional. So if you still wish to come with me, I'd truly be happy, but if that is not what you wish... What are you doing? Killua asked as he watched your figure disappear. What does it look like I'm doing? You asked. Well, it looks like you're hopping the gate, but cannot we just push it open? Well, yes, but I read in books that this is how real teenagers sneak out. Plus, we want to be stealthy, right? The boy smiled and started climbing the family gate with you. I like you too, you big idiot. But I thought where we grew up, everything became boring. You were the only thing keeping me, you said, cutting him off completely. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I know it was short, and for that I'm sorry, but I still hope you enjoy it. Okay, bye loves!
The girls are looking fine, but you're the only one on my mind. La-di-da-da-da-do, there's only me, there's only